Good morning, everyone. My name is Karthik. I'm working as a data scientist at DDS Analytics. First, I would like to thank the senior executives from Frito-Lay for providing us this opportunity to conduct this analysis on attrition management. We identify some interesting findings from our study, and we are very excited to present those findings to you today. First, I would like to talk about the objective of the study. The first one is to identify the top three factors that contribute to attrition, and then to identify any job role specific trends, and then develop a model to predict attrition and evaluate. The data that we have got is collected from 870 employees. It had 36 different variables, and it included both numerical and categorical values. First, we did the correlation analysis to identify the top three factors that contribute to turnover. And then we did the exploratory data analysis to find the nature of relationship between different variables and attrition. Then we have documented the insights from our analysis and provided our recommendations to reduce the attrition rate. We built a model to predict attrition and evaluate it. So let's talk about the results from our correlation analysis. So the correlation is a method to identify the strength and direction of the linear relationship between two quantitative variables. So from our analysis, we identified the below top three factors as contributing to turnover. The first one is overtime. The second one is marital status. The third one is job role. As you can see from this plot, these three variables has high correlation coefficient with attrition. So next we did the exploratory data analysis. Let's look into that results. So these are the questions that we try to answer through our analysis. The first one is, what's the impact of overtime in attrition rate? The second one is, does marital status have any relationship with the attrition rate? Third one is, are there any job role specific trends with regards to attrition rate? Fourth one is, which department has less work-life balance? First, let's look at overtime and attrition rate. As you can see, employees who does the overtime has higher attrition rates. So our recommendation is to implement policies to reduce overtime and ensure employees have a healthy work-life balance. Next, we looked at the relationship between marital status and attrition rate, and we found out that employees who are single has high attrition rate compared to married and divorced employees. This could be due to married employees might prefer stability. Our recommendation is to implement programs aimed at improving the job satisfaction for the single employees. Next, we looked at the relationship between job role and attrition rate, and then we found out that job roles such as sales representative had very high attrition rate. This could be due to the fact that normally sales roles comes with high pressure and target oriented tasks. So our recommendation here is to develop specific retention strategies for high turnover roles. Finally, we looked at which departments has very low work-life balance, and we found out that these three departments, which are research and development, sales, and human resources, has more percentage of employees who provided the lowest work-life balance rating. So our recommendation here is to develop department-specific interventions to improve work-life balance across all departments. Okay. Then we developed a model to predict the attrition. We used KNN algorithm for this. So for classification, KNN algorithm make predictions based on the majority class among the K neighbors. So we built the model and we used the hyperparameter tuning to identify the best K value to achieve the good accuracy. So I'm going to talk about the results of our model. So we achieved 83% accuracy. So what does this mean? This means that the model correctly predicted the outcome 83% of the time. And the 95% confidence intervals are from 72% to 91%. So this means that, so we can say with 95% confidence that accuracy of the model can lie anywhere between 72% and 91%. And then the sensitivity is 89%. This actually measures the proportion of actual positives to the total positives, which means that the model correctly identifies the 89% of the actual non-attrition cases. And our specificity is 77%. So this measures proportion of actual negatives that are currently identified to the total negatives. So this means that the model correctly identifies 77% of the attrition cases. So these are all good metrics and good accuracy. So to summarize, so we identified the below three top factors contributing to the attrition, which are overtime, marital status, and job role. And our recommendations are to develop specific retention strategies for high turnover roles, and then develop strategies to identify and address the factors responsible for low job certification rating, and then develop department-specific interventions to improve work-life balance across all departments. And then we achieved around 83% accuracy based on the predictive model that we built. So we're happy to answer any questions that you have. Once again, thanks very much for providing this great opportunity to do this analysis. Thank you.